What is power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
How you doing this evening? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And tonight, what I have for everyone is my full review and walkthrough of Android 9 Pie running on the Xiaomi Mi A2 Lite. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I'm going to talk about how I feel about the update. I'm going to walk through a few things about Android 9 Pie that maybe some people didn't know about. Then we're going to wrap it up, and we're going to try and get this done before we ring in the new year, because as you can see on the video, it is 11:43, so we got about 17 minutes, about 15-17 minutes. Let's try and get it done. So jumping right in, just so y'all can see for verification purposes, let me jump in, let me go to the settings, let's scroll down to system, and if we go right in here to advanced, and then we go to system update, just so y'all can see, I am running Android 9.0 Pie on the Xiaomi Mi A2 Lite here, and we are running on the December 5th security patch. Just so everybody knows exactly what we're running here. Now, talking about my experience with Android 9.0. Now, I got this a little bit late. This was a late Christmas present from Xiaomi. You know, it came through on the 27th of December. It's now the 31st. So I've been running it for about 3-4 days. Alright? And I gotta say, I really do like the aesthetics and look of Android 9 Pie. I like the animations. I like the gesture controls. Everything looks really, really good. And, you know, Google did a good job on the way that they set this up. So everything's nice and smooth. I like how they redid the icons in the notification shade. And, you know, just move some stuff around to make it look cleaner. Everything's still there, it just has a nice cleaner approach to it and a cleaner look to it. So I like that. But there are some things that I feel Google needs to work on as they move forward with the Android operating system. Okay? Number one, and probably the biggest thing, stock out of the box for a large majority of Android devices, you don't have your quick notification pull down. So as you can see, I'm trying to pull the notification shade down from anywhere on the screen, and it doesn't work with the stock launcher. I have to reach all the way up to the top and pull down for it to work. Now, that's kind of a bummer. Don't really like that. That's one of the big reasons that I load up a secondary launcher. I'm going to show y'all how to fix that. Number two, I like Google's implementation of the gesture controls with the pill controls. So gone are the back to the left, the home button in the middle, and the recents to the right. So your PlayStation buttons, you know, your triangle, your circle, and your square, those are gone. They are now replaced with your one pill gesture. So if you want to go back, if we swipe up to the recents here, on any screen where a back is necessary, you're going to see your back arrow reappear. So you can see I swipe up to the recent apps, and now I have the ability to go back, and you can see that back arrow reappears. Alright, so I can tap back and go home. Alright, if I want to go home, it's just a simple press of the home pill button, and we go home, and then I can still long press for Google Now. Long press, bring up Google Now, or I could use the Google Now action phrase and bring that up. Now, if I want to go to my recents, it's just one swipe up, like you were going to your notification, your app drawer. Just one swipe up, that's going to take you to your recents. Right? Now, if I wanted to switch back and forth between my two most recent apps, it's just a quick tap of the home button and then a quick swipe to the right. Quick swipe to the right, just like that. That's going to swap you between your two most recent apps there. Alright? And this works for more than just two apps right next to each other. So you can see if I go up to my recents app and I tap on something further out, let's say I tap on the Best Buy app here, and then I want to switch back and forth between the last app I had. Just a quick swipe to the right gonna bring me there. Boom, back to the system settings in the overall settings menu. Back to Best Buy, quick swipe to the right. Really nice, I like that. So for those of you thinking that if I switch to the pill gestures, I'm losing that back functionality or that quick switch functionality, nah, you're good to go. It's still here. And also, I like what Google did with their switching implementation overall. So let's say I just want to switch between all of my apps, a quick swipe and hold, and now I can switch between all of my apps. Now you can swipe to either side, and it's just going to keep going until I get to the end, or I can swipe it fast. And pretty much if I let go anywhere, it's going to drop me to wherever I stop at. So if I want to do something like go to Instagram, boom, stop on Instagram, drop me right to it, we good to go. So I like that, Alright, so all of your gestures are still here, and I really like the overall implementation that Google has implemented on the gestures. I like everything except for the quick swipe up to get into your recents. I don't like that because quick swipe up, as we all know, used to be for getting into your app drawer. So now if you want to get into your app drawer, you got to swipe up, then swipe up again to get into your app drawer. Or you could just do one long exaggerated swipe to get into your app drawer. So I don't really like that. It kind of adds a unnecessary step, but I'm going to show you guys how to fix that a little bit later on in the video. But other than that, I feel like Google has done a great job with the overall look of the software. Now, another thing that Google needs to fix is their overall memory management. And it's just not memory management, if I could talk, isn't just bad on stock Google devices. It's bad on my flagship devices. It's pretty bad. And you know, I'm not expecting the memory management to be bad when you have 4 gigs of RAM. And I said it before, 4 gigs of RAM is a must on Android. I really do think that's the bare minimum that your smartphone needs to have. And the reason why I say the memory management is bad, because in general, from a day-to-day standpoint, I use anywhere from about 15 to 17 apps. And I found that I'm good up to 15 apps, but once I get over into 16 and 17, then I have a lot of app refreshes, and you know, it's pretty bad. Now it's still usable, but it's pretty bad, and I've narrowed it down to the software. So Google really needs to do a little bit more software tweaking to get that on lock. Okay, but other than that, that's pretty much all Google has to work on. They have to work on adding in a dedicated swipe down gesture for your notification shade. They have to work on their memory management, because I really do feel with 4 gigs of RAM and up, you should be able to hold a lot more apps in memory than just 15. Okay? Alright? Now, again, talking about everything that Google has done, you can see everything looks good. Everything has nice polish. If we jump into the main settings page, I really do like how they tabulated and added some necessary color and pop to all the settings. And everything is where you would expect it to be. So really, really good stuff there. Alright? So, now, let's talk about how you can do a few things. Number one, out of the box, if you get a software update on your stock Android device, so anything running the Android One program, or maybe you have a Google Pixel or an Essential phone, and it updates you to Android 9 Pie, and now you have the pill controls, and you're thinking, I really don't like the pill controls, there is a way to go back to your stock Android buttons To do that, all you have to do is go into your settings page, scroll down to your system settings. Alright, so we tap here. Then you want to tap on gestures. And in here, you can see we have all of our gesture controls. So we got to swipe down on the fingerprint sensor to bring down the notification shade. I know some people like that. I've been known to use that on occasion, but I really just like the quick pull down from anywhere to bring down the notification shade. I'm going to show you guys how to bring that back again a little bit later on. Got a quick jump to the camera, and right here, this is what you want to tap on if you want to bring your regular Android buttons back. You want to tap on, swipe up on home button, alright? And then you just want to toggle this off. Now it's going to walk you through how to use the pill navigation. But let's say you don't like the pill navigation, just toggle this off. And now you have your regular Android buttons. You know, you're back to your PlayStation buttons. So your circle home, your square recents, and your triangle back, you got them back. And they all work as advertised. So home brings me home. All that functionality is still there. Square brings up recents. Square is also the quick switch button. So quick double tap gonna switch me out. Alright, all that's there. Alright, so on and so forth. And when you use your regular buttons, that swipe up hiccup is gone. So now swipe up take me directly into my notification, not my notification, my app drawer without issue. Is back to being nice and smooth. So that's one of the ways you can alleviate that. Just jump back to the buttons. But I'm going to show you another way you can alleviate that if you still want to use the pill gestures. Because I know this setting looks kind of tight in the recents where you have access to some recommended apps, your Google Now search button here, and you can still use your Google Now voice activation command. So I know some people like this, but you just don't like that swipe up hiccup. I'm going to show y'all how to fix that, alright? But first, another thing that I like that Google has implemented is they've baked in a really easy way to bring up screenshots, and this is really, really nice. Now, previously when you needed to do a screenshot, you had to press volume down and power at the same time to take your screenshot. You know, that's pretty cool. You can see I just snapped one. Now, they've made it even easier to take a screenshot. You just press and hold your power button for a few seconds. Your power menu is going to come up to where you can power off your device, restart your device, or now you could take a screenshot. So I really, really like that. Okay? So real easy to take a screenshot now. No button combo commands. Just press and hold the power button for a few seconds and up it comes. Good stuff there. Next, I like how they redesigned your volumes and notification controls. So out the box now, they have it set up to media controls when you press the volume. Now you can switch it to notification controls. Okay, you can switch it and make the notifications live, put everything on vibrate, or you could just do the dedicated media controls, or you can jump straight into your settings by just hitting that gear icon and we in. So I also like that as well. That's a really, really nice touch that Google has implemented. I like the look of it, and again, I like how clean, straightforward, and functional it is. So good stuff there. That pretty much goes over my general walkthrough and how I feel about the software. Now let's get into how you fix a few things. Alright? Number one, let's say you want to bring back that quick pull down for your notification shade, but you want to keep that clean stock look. Also, let's say you wanted to get rid of that hiccup when you bring up the recent apps, but you want to keep the pill gesture navigation. Dang, your boy can't talk tonight. 3 minutes left. Let's try and get this in. Well, an easy way to fix that is just to load up a secondary launcher that supports those things. Now, me, myself, I'm a big advocate for rootless pixel launcher. And more importantly, if you jump over to Xda, you can download the rootless pixel launcher for Android Go. This, in my opinion, fixes some of the memory management issues that Android has. Because for those of you who don't know, Android Go is optimized to be used efficiently on devices with low RAM and low storage configurations or less powerful components. And I found that version of the launcher with a device with a lot of RAM and a very strong hardware really does help improve the overall snappiness, functionality, and parts of memory management for the overall Android system. So you can either use the regular rootless pixel launcher from the Play Store, or you can jump over to Xda and get the Android Go version of the rootless pixel launcher. Then all you have to do, once you decided which one you want, is again, you want to navigate back to your settings. So we're going to jump into settings here. Then you want to navigate to apps and notifications right here. Then you want to navigate to default apps right here. Then you want to navigate to home app. Or let's say you wanted to change something in the launcher that you're in, or the home app that you're in. So home app and launcher is interchangeable. You can hit the gear icon to the right here, and this brings you into the launcher controls, where you can do a few things like change the configuration of your icons. So you can see with the stock launcher here, you can change the sizes. So we got square, squircle, circle, and teardrop, or you can just go with the default. I like circle, so I put it on circle. Then you could do things like allow the rotation of your home screen. So when you put your device in landscape orientation, the device will actually shift everything into a landscape orientation. Same thing when you bring it back to portrait. You can control the recommended apps that pop up in your app drawer with this right here. App suggestions and overview right there. You can bring up that dedicated side panel for your Google Now. You can turn that on and off. You can turn on and off your notification dots, so on and so forth. Now, back to what we're trying to fix here. So, you've decided which version of rootless pixel launcher you want to use. You've downloaded it from the necessary areas or the Play Store. Again, links to everything that I've used to produce this video. Well, not again. Links to everything that I've used to produce this video, as well as everything that I've talked about, will be linked up down below in the video description. Y'all know how I do. I'm going to have everything linked up down below. So if your interest is piqued, hit up the video description and you should be good to go. Anyways, come back here to your default app section here. Then you want to click on home app. Then you want to select the rootless pixel launcher here. I got a phone call coming in and I can't answer right now. I'm going to have to hit them back because I'm making a video. I have to hit them back. Phone going to be blowing up because it's New Year. But yeah, jump over to your rootless pixel launcher here and you're good to go. Now, everything is set up. Now, and one thing I want to mention, I know some of you guys noticed that it kind of pushed everything inwards. That's what it does when you use the rootless pixel Android Go version launcher. It kind of pushes everything inwards, and it will wipe out your widgets. And certain widgets can't be used when you use the Android Go version of this launcher. But other than that, all of the functionality is here. So you can swipe down from anywhere to bring down your notification shade. It's all gravy. So y'all can see, I can swipe down anywhere on the screen, bring down that notification shade. It all works like it's supposed to. Now, what's also nice is I can swipe up and jump into my app drawer. Alright? Or, if I put the pill buttons back on, let's go put the pill buttons back on real quick. So come here, go to System, go to Gestures, and go back here to the one button nav. Turn that back on. Now this still works even with your pill button on. So I can swipe anywhere, bring down the notification shade. Alright, swipe up, going to take me into my app drawer. That's going to work no problem. Now, when I want to get to my recent apps, I just swipe up from where the recent apps square used to be. And it takes me into my recent apps. Alright, now gone is the suggested apps and the Google search icon, but all of that functionality is still there if you use your Google Now command. Alright, but y'all see how smooth that is? No more hiccup, just quick little swipe up and we in there. So everything's back to how you would use it on the stock launcher, but you gain 2 more features here with your quick pull down and your smooth activation of the recent apps, okay? Other than that, everything works exactly how it should. So that was my quick fix for how to get rid of that hiccup before you go into the app drawer. And that's also how you would enable the quick pull down to get into your notification shade. Quick little tutorial in there. I hope you guys and gals enjoy that and find it helpful. Anyways, this pretty much does it for my full review of Android 9 Pie. Overall, as I've said, I feel like Google is heading in the right direction. I like the overall look and feel that they're trying to implement. It's almost there. It's not quite perfect yet, but it's getting close, alright? But they do still have some things that they need to work on. Again, the most important one being the memory management. Google used to be known for having some clean, very customizable software, and for the most part, they are still able to do that, and they still have that. But they're slipping a little bit, so they need to go back to the roots and go back to the Google that everyone fell in love with and get their software back on point. Alright? Other than that, I do not know for the life of me why they haven't implemented a quick pull down of the notification shade to be standard out of the box. Sure, they've implemented the fingerprint scanner swipe down, but some people don't like to do that little extra step, myself included. It's nice to have that feature, but I'd just much rather be able to pull down anywhere on my home screen to bring down my notification shade. Anyway, that's just me. Hopefully, if my videos get in front of the right eyes, or if we make our voices heard loud enough, Google will know what they have to fix and fix it accordingly, okay? After all, we ourselves are the end users, and for all intents and purposes, they serve us, okay? If we act accordingly, we'll get what we want out of these companies. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble off, but yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. And did I make it? No, I didn't. I ran 6 minutes over. So, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please help your boy out and give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. I wonder how many likes I can get on this video. Well, we'll see. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and click the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I post new videos. Anyway, as I said before, everything that I use to produce this video, microphones, phone, and all, will be linked down below in the video description. as well as everything that I talked about in this video as well. So links to the 2 different versions of the rootless Pixel launcher, those will be linked up down below in the video description as well for you guys and gals to give them a try. That being said, I hope everyone has a great night. Don't party too hard. If you do party hard, make sure you have rides home so you can get home safely. And I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Peace, everyone. Have a great new year.
Perfect.